2023 presidential election, which as far as we're concerned, Labour Party won. So I repeat, justice is meant to be consistent. Justice is meant to be always and forever, not just when it is convenient. However, the little that they are given, we appreciate, and we hope they will continue. My leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they are used to be a party, a mammoth, that said it was going to misrule Nigeria for 60 years. Today, that party is not only a department, it is a detachment of another party. There was a party that was reduced to one state. They used religion, they used the other realm, they used ethnicity, they used everything, and they bounced back. And they have been misruling Nigeria with impunity greater than those. Stand firm, stand with the truth. Learn from history and do not be afraid. Right now, there is no space for anybody in that misruling party. And they have destroyed the opportunity for anybody to contest in that old party that wanted to misrule for 60 years. What does that leave us with? Labour Party. Don't ever underestimate who you are. Don't ever underestimate what you have. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourselves. I've been saying this. Do not be scared. The appointments they are making are fake. The appointments they are making are illegal. The paraphernalia of governance that they're enjoying, spending our money, destroying our country, is only but for a limited time. Do not be scared. Believe in yourself. The saying goes that there may be another movement. You know, I'm not hiding. Let us see it. Labour is there. Labour is the only option. And like I said, in 2022 and 2023, there was only one party that was conditioned to win the elections, and Labour Party won the election. What happened? Of course, they switched off IREM. They changed the meaning of English language and they bent our constitution. And I remain by what I say. This serving government remains questionably constitutional. And of course, I will not forget my able chairman, Senator Nnaji. The high point of her speech is that she's extending a hand of friendship and brotherliness to whoever is aggrieved. The Labour Party will continue to do that. Embrace and embrace, because you cannot go into that old party. You are wasting your time. It's a detachment. You cannot go into APC because there is no space for anybody. Instead, what is happening, they will realize there is no space for anybody anywhere. The only option continues to remain Labour Party. At the right time, I will say more. Thank you very much.
You can't take away the immense boldness and courage and patriotism of Datti Baba Ahmed, right? Quite a very patriotic person. You can see it, and the guy is courageous. A few persons say, "Oh, he's from the north," and then the things that he says, if an ordinary person says it, the person would be at risk. But it doesn't change the fact that the man is bold. Even in the same north, there are people that have been hypocritical, not courageous enough to call a spade a spade. He insists, and then even if you close your eyes and hear somebody talk, you can as well just know that this is Datti Baba Ahmed. And it's good to see him back on the scene, and I can see that he's happy that they have their Labour Party back. And I'm quite skeptical about the whole Labour Party thing going towards the 2027 election. I actually want to see a strong merger of all opposition parties, and I still think that will be the only way to stand a chance. Not Not that I believe anything magical could happen. To stand a chance, a lot of greedy northern politicians who thinks that they have birthright to contesting for elections every season, perennial contestants, if they decide to also lay low and allow a southern person to want to replace Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there may be a chance. Again, not forgetting the fact that we have a very difficult electoral act, a very unindependent, unconstitutional NEC, and a National Assembly that doesn't bother about all of that. So, however, there need to be a strong party system. I think I was telling a couple of friends in a political group some days ago. I said a merger may allow for rally round of issues, and one of those issues will be looking at the electoral act. And for example, so if we now have a merger, an umbrella where all of the parties now belong to, it's okay to say, okay, all of you that are now in this party, because currently you don't even know who is in the opposition, you don't even know who is in the ruling party. Neda Imasuen, for example, is hyping the sitting president, and he's supposed to be in the Labour Party. He's frolicking. The other day I saw him following an ordinary Attorney General of Edo State, Samson Osagie, to go and open a hotel and an apartment. Neda was behind. So a lot things. So you don't even know who are going to give the paper to go and let's push for electoral reforms and covering the loopholes that were noticed in the last election. So let the merger happen. Let us see all of people that are going to join the merger, and from there we can begin to galvanize all of that. But it's okay to look at Labour Party. Peter Obi needs this strong political capital to be able to challenge whatever is going to come forward and that's why a lot of people are not so happy that Labour Party is gathering momentum back. I'm quite impressed, and like that he said it there. Yes, you are giving selective justice. The small ones you are giving will manage it. So I'm impressed that Labour Party is getting back. It's not because I hope that they are going to win the election facing Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it will give them opportunity to be able to have a say in the convergence or in the merger that is going to happen, the coalition that will happen, and that could sum up anything. That could sum up anything. In the recent time, I begin to think that we may not be able to solve Nigerian problem through an elections, but it's okay to try for one last time. I'll catch you another time. Bye for now.